Hi everybody, my name is Galit, and I just wanted to come on and give some feedback on a QHHT session that I had with Corey Anderson. It was a really amazing session. I had never had a QHHT session before. I do meditate and I've studied different modalities of energy work and connecting to my higher self and to my guides and things like that, but I'd never had a QHHT session. So the reason that I was prompted to reach out and look into getting one was because I had an NDE/OBE experience when I was 19 years old that I had no recollection of. So I was hoping to get some insight regarding that experience outside of what I could have kind of gathered myself, which was not a lot of information. So I was hoping to get some more information about what had happened that I don't remember. So anyway, I went on and looked to see who was in my area. It happened to be that Corey was in Des Moines and he had a couple sessions left in order to get his, I think, level 2 certification complete and begin his level 1 practitionership. So excuse me, I reached out to him and he immediately, within, a very short period of time, contacted me back. We did a little bit of exchange of information, regarding my motivation to get the session and his availability and things like that, and set everything up. It worked out like amazingly great. So already the universe was kind of supporting this, and I was seeing those signs. Before I even met Corey, through our text exchanges, I could tell that he was an extremely genuine person and that he was in this for all the right reasons, that he genuinely wanted to help and assist me and guide me to get more insight on this experience that I was trying to explore a little bit, as well as, whatever else this QHHT session could bring. So I already had a really great feeling about it. He was very cool, and you could sense his pure energy even before I met him. Once I did meet him, we set up an appointment. Once I did meet him, it just confirmed what I could already sense about him. He was very professional. He was on time. He was very professional, very thoughtful, kind, and then, but he was also very down to earth and awesome and cool. And so he's very relatable. So that helped a lot. Then we, had a few bits of conversation, and then we kind of got started on my life story. Now, before the session, he had me gather up some questions that I wanted to ask my higher self. So I had done that, but we started out just focusing on my life story, and that took a long time because I'm kind of a talkative person, obviously. But he was totally in it. I mean, he was very focused. He was very neutral, non-judgmental, just very, he made you feel very comfortable and everything like that. So you could really be open and honest talking about my life story. And he picked up on some things, while we were talking about it, that some of them I had also seen patterns of prior, but he also brought up some things that had me able to kind of take things and look at them from a perspective that I hadn't seen before. So that was really helpful as well. So he's very insightful and intuitive, extremely insightful and intuitive, which I think is really important. But that's my vibe of people. So, hey, what can I say? And so anyway, then we did the life story. That took several hours, actually. And then went down into the hypnosis, and began the process to go down to the hypnotic theta stage. I was very comfortable. Corey's voice was extremely soothing. He was able to take me down to the meditation really well. And I was able to, really kind of connect in and have some visuals of what he was talking about and describe things in really great detail. So that was really nice. I didn't really know what to expect because I've never had a any kind of session like this before. So that was really cool. And then, we did visit a few past lives, or a couple past lives. One, I think, is a past life that I've actually explored before. Could be a different one, but it was kind of familiar to a certain past life that I've explored a couple times. So that was kind of cool. And then I went into a past life that was crazy. I mean, it was not anything I'd experienced before. It was nothing I was expecting. It was really fun. It was really fun, that life exploration. And then we did a little exploration on my NDE/OBE experience. And I went into it with no expectations because, I didn't want to have these expectations of, going into the void and having this, crazy, amazing experience with source energy or angels or anything like that, and then be disappointed. Of course, I would have loved to do that, but that did not happen, although I did get a lot of insight about my situation that I had not had before. And there was some really good information that I did not realize, and was able to see things from a different perspective than I had explored it myself before. So that was really kind of cool. And then we went into the question and answer part of it and got a lot of great information. That was kind of an interesting experience as well, communicating with my higher self. I think I mentioned that I do communicate with my higher self and meditate and channel my higher self and things like that anyway. And I do a certain modality, but a different modality. But this was an interesting way to have somebody guide you and connect with your higher self. Even if it's really cool if you're somebody that doesn't normally have a constant connection or is able to communicate, easily with your higher self. This is a really cool experience. But even if you are somebody that does do that, at a fairly regular basis or whatever, it's a different way, and it's kind of a really neat thing to experience. So it was just kind of a really fun experience. That's one thing, I will also say is Corey made it very comfortable. He didn't make it too serious. It wasn't full of pressure. It was very an ease feeling, a comfortable feeling, a safe feeling. And so I do feel like that had a lot to do with Corey's personality and his technique. His voice, like I said, was very soothing when he was taking me down, when we were communicating during the hypnotic process, and also coming out of it was really awesome. And I was just really overall pleased with the experience, and very grateful to Corey for his time and energy of sharing that experience with me and guiding me on that experience. He's a really really wonderful human being, and I just see a lot of success and hope tons of success for him in the future with this QHHT practitionership, because he's really passionate about it, and you can tell, and I think he's going to be really an amazing addition to that QHHT team. What else was I going to say? Just that it was a really awesome overall experience. I highly recommend Corey for it. Like I said, he made it very comfortable, soothing, great voice. Anyway, I just want to thank Corey for his time and energy and effort, and just give a recommendation out for him for anybody that's interested in doing something like this. It's an absolute interesting, joyful, insightful experience, and I am really grateful to Corey in particular for being the one that was able to guide me in it. So thank you, and for anybody out there that's thinking about getting a session, it's amazing. It's worth the time. If you're paying, it's worth the money, and you connect with your higher self in ways that you may never have before, and get a lot of really good information and get to know yourself a little better and help ease your journey through this lifetime and help you to navigate the journey a little bit less stressfully, more joyfully, and with ease and grace. And so thank you, Corey. Thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this. And I highly recommend Corey Anderson for a QHHT session.